Okay, so in this video I want to talk about chapter in One Piece, chapter 1004, and this video will have spoilers, so obviously spoiler warning if you not have read that chapter yet. Okay, let's start. We know the showing the chapter is Tama, and Tama's ability is to take control over different beasts or people some have beast abilities. She give them some kind of candy from her body, and when they eat that candy they fall under her control. So now we see a very short backstory of Tama, how Tama come to the place where Kaido is and Big Mom is, that town in Wano, with she have changed some of Kaido's gifters, as his lowest ranking warriors, changed so they work for her instead for Kaido. So and obviously she have also taken control of the horse face. So she is there now to help the Scabbards and the Straw Hats against the Beast Pirates and Big Mom. So they are obviously that was, what can I say, that part of the chapter was not my favorite. I think I'm not so big favorite of Tama. I think she's is okay character. It's nice to see more female character with good abilities that will help in the battlefield in One Piece, and also help in the sense of organization of the armies and other things. So I think my favorite part in the chapter was obviously Frankie when he fight against Sasaki, and obviously the scene with Black Maria and Sanji. And I think it was very cool that when I never suspected that Frankie even stood a chance against Sasaki, but he was able to throw Sasaki on the ground, even that Sasaki was transformed to a Triceratops. And I think it's very interesting to see that the Straw Hat Pirates are stronger than what I believe first, especially the people that is at least popular in the crew, like Frankie, Nami, Chopper, and Brooke, and this one. So it also was nice to see the lower characters in Straw Pirates. What I mean with that, I don't mean that they are unpopular. I mean they are not as much shown as Monkey D. Luffy, Zoro, or Sanjay. So they are almost the free beast of the Straw Hat Pirates, and so on. So we see that they fight, and also you see Frankie put up some kind of sword. And also what's cool to see in the chapter when Nami do one of her thunderbolt on Ulti, and that thing was very cool to see that Nami was able to knock down Ulti for a second. That's what was the knockdown. You have to understand, Nami's attack was just like a shock attack that make Ulti fall down, but that Ulti will not be damaged of that. She just was surprised of that attack. For example, if you fight somebody like a really good fighter, and you have one lucky punch that makes them fall down on the ground, but they will rise up again for maybe 2 seconds later, and then will kick you down. That is almost that feeling. Like Nami have a lucky shot, and she get in the shot on Ulti in the air, and Ulti fall down on the ground. But if we already know, if Ulti and Nami was in a battle arena, Ulti will absolutely defeat Nami without any question. But that is just because Ulti is extremely strong. That you have to understand that when I say this, I don't mean that Nami is weak. I just mean that Ulti is extremely strong. She is just one step under in rank under the All-Stars, and All-Stars is just one step under rank of a Yonko. So you have to understand how strong Nami really is. That she even are able to survive, and from all the chapters able to survive a headbutt of Ulti that almost like her croc, her friend's skull, and that was and so on. So the chapter was very nice to see. We see everybody. Only member we don't see as the Topiropos and the Strut fight was Jinbei and Who's Who. So that probably maybe we'll see in the next chapter. And the final part of the chapter was obviously that is just my speculation now. I don't know who the girl is, the woman is, but I speculate that this woman we see the shadow of in the end of the chapter is Tama's mother, and his name. Oh, I always forget his name. We know. Sorry, wait. No, wait a little second. I have to think. Okay, the person I'm thinking about is that Tama's mother have a devil fruit ability that she can go back in time. So when Kaido and All Stars attack Wano when Orochi take over the throne, the guy with the 10 heads, we have the mythical fruit. Oden. Oden's wife, I think, is this woman in the end of the chapter. Is Oden's wife come back again, and I think she will have some similarity ability to one of the Sun God in Japanese mythology. I don't know so much, but I think she will have some ability where so she can go back in time. So the Yama and the little boy is much older than what they've seen, because they come back in time, they go back and so on. And this kind of thing. So that was the thing. So the best part of the chapter was obviously Frankie fight with Sasaki, Nami's attack on Ulti. That was already the three best of the chapter part. And obviously when we see King, when Black Maria talk with King, and they have to find the scabbards to eliminate them, because the scabbards was able to escape from the platform of the roof, but that because the help of that woman that probably transformed them there after they have lost the fight against Kaido, because Kaido is super strong. Is only one in the whole world was able to even give Kaido a permanent scar, and that was Oden, because of his sword and because he have a special ability that can cut through like very special armament hockey that is like clad your body in armor. For example, it's like a spiritual armor you put on yourself, on your weapons, so your weapon gets harder, so you get harder blades that you can cut through more hardest targets. So it's like an armor you don't need to buy. You just activate it with energy, and then you have a special armor around your body. For example, like a dragon scale. That armament hawk is similar to a dragon scale, but for people. And Kaido have, because he is a dragon, but we still don't know if Kaido we know that it's a mythical fish fruit, but we don't know 100% yet that if that is from the story, the story with the fish, the carp swimming of the waterfall, and because he was the only carp of all the carp swimming up the waterfall, and the guard was impressed, so they give him the title be a dragon, from a fish to a dragon, similar like Magikarp turned to a Gyarados, and you know what I mean. That's what people think. I think a different thing. I already do a video about that, so that is not going to say. You can see that video when I talk about it already. But we don't yet confirm that this is his dragon form. We only know that it's a mythical fish no mi devil fruit, but we don't know if that is exactly that fish up from the waterfall, because with many mythical fish from different mythology around the world, and we know because One Piece is very global open for different mythical cultures, and the creator of One Piece is he very interesting, for example, in Greek mythology, in French, like for example the musketeers in zoo, the animals like the dog and the cat. The dog use a rapier as a sword, and the cat I don't know. I also remember some names, but the other one used some kind of Japanese sword. And then we have one using a kukri one of the marine guy use a kukri sword, and so they always have different styles of weapons. And so now, for example, in Vanu even we see two animals that belong to South America as a gifters. For example, one was a llama, and the other one was a belt animal that turned into like a ball and roll that you find in South America. So that is very cool with One Piece, that you really put different creatures from different world and different weapons and different culture aspect and so on. So you can almost say that One Piece is same standards as Lord of the Rings, but in manga instead. That you give same like Lord of the Ring. The mission is to destroy the ring. In One Piece, the mission is to find the One Piece. That is, we don't know what One Piece is yet. There's something. It can be some special weapon, some special devil fruit, some special thing that will change everything. We don't know, but I don't think One Piece is a treasure. I think there's something more significant than a golden box with gold coins and diamonds and rubies and all this kind of chit chat, golden bling bling. I think this much more important thing that we'll find in the end of One Piece. Much more important than diamond and gold and so on. So the chapter was okay. So it's going to be very, very cool to see because this is going to be a break. So next week no One Piece chapter. And the week after that, then we will see who that mysterious woman is, and my speculation is that she is the mother of Tama and the mother of the boy. I always forget his name. And but the thing I mean was sad that we don't see Kaido's hybrid form. That I think that was really hyped in the chapter before. I think maybe reason why the Oda do not show Kaido's hybrid form in this chapter, but instead show the mysterious woman, because he wants to put these two things together in one chapter to make it a much huger explosion. Because I think Oda is much extreme. He knows exactly what time he should put out something in a chapter. He knows, for example, if there's going to be a special event in Japan, he knows exactly to save that moment for that significant time and to make it more interesting, because you have to understand that people like them, like Oden or Tolkien, are people that are masters in telling stories to people, and there are very few of them, and that is because it's very hard to do this kind of thing. You have to be like, really have to breathe and eat and live that lifestyle to live that way. And so for example, if you read One Piece, you understand what I mean, or if you watch the mangas and this kind of thing. So I think One Piece is a very special manga. It's not many mangas nowadays in modern time that are able to still stay to their core and still be an adventure journey manga that is feel like more like a book than a manga pocket. And it's more like, for example, it's still the most popular manga you read today but it feels still like you are really, there finns deep political meanings in One Piece. For example, with the fish people, the world government, different different political classes, or rich, poor, different different races, and this kind of thing to really explain why some people, like some race, are more. For example, the fish people, the most discriminate people against from the world government, or for example, especially the world nobles that take them as slaves. They are forbidden to be in some places, and it takes a long time before even they was recognized as human beings. You can find similarities with other people in history, with the fish people, like inspiration from them. For example, if you look at their clothing style, you look at, for example, discrimination and this kind of thing. So all of this is like almost like people like black people in America or in South America with the racial discrimination is similar in the story of One Piece with the fish people. Is the same explanation that they are discriminate because they are different and they are not and they are sold as slaves and so on. So you can find similarities with the history behind them. You have to just read One Piece to understand what I mean, and this kind of thing. Yeah, so you can find this there. And yeah, I think that is probably everything I really want to say, and we just have to wait one whole week without any chapter. Then we'll see next chapter what will if we're gonna then, if I hope then we will see Kaido's hybrid form and how strong Kaido will be in that hybrid form. Okay, bye.